Being vaccinated, briefly speaking, is a safe and effective way of protecting everyone against harmful diseases by using our body's natural defenses. Vaccines are important to keep a safe immunity. And now that the 21st century is situated in the COVID-19 pandemic, vaccines are now the talk of the town.
But first, what do people assume vaccines are? Let's find out, attempting to clear some misunderstanding we may encounter.
What do you think vaccines are?
I think vaccines are something you put into your body and contains some things like antibodies.
Okay, interesting. What do you think vaccines are?
Vaccines are Vaccines are a weaker version of a virus that is used to help people build up immunity. So you don't actually get sick when the real virus or the stronger virus hits or infects the person.
Interesting. Originating way back in May 14, 1796, from a British doctor named Edward Jenner. Vaccines was originally created when fluid from a cowpox blister was scratched into the skin of an 8-year-old boy. After some time, Edward inoculated the boy again, but this time, with the deadly smallpox virus and no disease developed, he had done it. This was the first invention of the modern vaccines. This gave Edward the name of the father of immunology. Speaking of which, the components of a vaccine play an essential role in sustaining a vaccine's effectiveness. They include the antigen, a killed or weakened form of a virus or bacteria that are essentially used to train our immune systems. Adjuvants that help improve our immune response. Preservatives allows vaccines to work more effectively, and not to forget stabilizers, which protect the vaccines during storage and transportations. Everyone can ensure that vaccines are thoroughly tested and monitored to ensure safety, which is why everyone should always consider vaccination to stay strong and healthy.
With the invention of the vaccine, life expectancy has shot up really quickly, as seen in the chart below. Immunization also protects us from serious diseases and also prevents the spread of those diseases to others. Over the years, immunization has thwarted epidemics of once common infectious diseases, such as measles, mumps, and whooping cough. And because of immunization, we've seen near eradication of others, such as polio and smallpox.
Now let us talk about how vaccines work. First, we need to know how our immune system defends us against diseases. When a virus invades our body, the immune system triggers several responses to remove the virus from our body. Some immune reactions are coughing, sneezing, inflammation, and fever, which help trap and get rid of viruses. These responses also trigger another line of defense, called adaptive immunity. Special cells called B cells and T cells are used to fight microbes and record information about them, creating a memory of what they look like and how to fight them. This is useful when the same pathogen invades the body again. Usually, the body takes time to learn how to respond to these pathogens. But however, if a person is too weak to fight against these pathogens, a person may be in grave danger if the pathogen is severe. But what if we could prepare our body's immune response even before a person gets ill? This is where vaccines come in and help. Vaccines are used to trigger a person's immune system without exposing them to the full strength of the disease. Let's use an example. Vaccine A is injected into a person. A weakened or imitation of a virus called virus B enters the body. This will trigger an immune response as the immune system fights the weakened or immune version of the virus. T cells and B cells record information about virus B and how to fight it. When the real virus V invades the body will know how to identify and get rid of the virus.
There are 4 types of vaccines. Firstly, we have live and attenuated vaccines, which contain a weakened version of a virus or bacteria, and as a result, they are extremely similar to real infections. These vaccines teach your immune system on how it may look like and how to fight the infections. The second type of vaccines are called inactivated vaccines. These vaccines contain inactivated or dead version of a virus or bacteria. A downside to this, however, is that they are extremely hard to make. The whooping cough vaccine is an inactivated vaccine. The third type of vaccines are called toxoid vaccines. These vaccines contain a toxin or chemical made by the bacteria or virus. The tetanus and the diphtheria vaccine is the toxoid vaccine. Finally, the fourth type of vaccine is a biosynthetic vaccine that consists of man-made substances that are very similar to pieces of a virus or bacteria. The hepatitis B vaccine is a biosynthetic vaccine.
After Edward Jenner's first invention of the modern vaccine, Louis Pasteur's 1885 rabies vaccine was next to make an impact on human disease. And then, at the dawn of bacteriology, developments rapidly followed. Antitoxins and vaccines against diphtheria, tetanus, anthrax, cholera, plague, typhoid, tuberculosis, and more were developed throughout the 1930s. The middle of the 20th century was an active time for vaccine research and development. Methods for the growing viruses in the laboratory led to rapid discoveries and innovations, including the creation of vaccine for polio. Researchers targeted other common childhood diseases such as measles, mumps, and rubella, and vaccines for these diseases reduced the disease burden greatly.
So, how effective are vaccines? Vaccines are very effective at preventing disease, but they don't work all the time. Most of the recommended childhood immunizations are 90% to 100% effective, according to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, so they are quite effective. In general, vaccinations are safe and side effects from a vaccine are usually minor and temporary, such as a sore arm or mild fever. More serious side effects are possible, but extremely rare. Any licensed vaccine is rigorously tested across multiple phases of trials before it is approved for use, and regularly reassessed when it is introduced. Scientists are also constantly monitoring information from several sources for a sign that a vaccine may cause health risks. Remember, you are far more likely to be seriously injured by a vaccine-preventable disease than by a vaccine. For example, tetanus can cause extreme pain, muscle spasms, and blood clots. Measles can cause an infection of the brain, also called as encephalitis, and blindness. Many vaccine-preventable diseases can even result in death. The benefits of vaccination greatly outweigh the risks, and many more illnesses and deaths would occur without vaccines.
Vaccines are very important as they help train our body to easily get rid of potentially severe and lethal pathogens. Continuing the development of vaccines may allow us to treat diseases that have no cure nowadays, Ebola or even cancer. Therefore, it is very important for us to be vaccinated against viruses, especially during this time of COVID-19, and to ensure safety for yourself and people around you. Get vaccinated now.